Hello everyone and welcome back to Matchbox Memories. Today we're going to look at this new 2024 off-road rally set that Matchbox has produced. I do have 5 of the 6 cars. I actually have the 6th car as well, but it's with one of my friends and I haven't had a chance to collect it yet, but I will show that to you guys in a subsequent video. We're also going to look at this new 2024 5-pack, which has some interesting cars that I do collect. And I don't want to spend too much time on this video, guys. I'm going to be fairly quick with it. And I have a couple of, I guess this off-road rally set was done previously by Matchbox as well. I've got a couple of the older cars as well that I never opened, so we'll have a look at those. And let's go ahead and have a look at some of these vehicles. So let's start off with probably the most boring one here. The 1976 Scout 4x4. In this purple. I have several versions of this car. I didn't pull any of them out. There's the card art. And just to show you, so I've got all of them. The only one I am missing today is this Ridge Raider, which is the most common one, the one you'll see on the pegs. My friend Lenny found that for me, but I haven't had a chance to pick it up from him. But I found the rest of these on my trip to Seattle this weekend. And I'm very, very happy to find them because they are very, very difficult to find in Vancouver. So let's open these vehicles up and have a look at them. All right, first up, 4x4 Scout in purple. I feel like I've been forced to collect a couple of these every year. And they're not easy to store. Hard to see the writing on there, but hopefully you can make that out. Anyways, don't want to spend too much time on it. Let's have a look at this. Such a really nice casting. The 2016 Chevy Colorado Extreme. I do have a few other versions of this. I didn't pull them out. This one's probably the nicest one that I have. There's the card art, and the back's the same in all of them, so I'm not going to show them to you. So let's open that and have a look at it. All right, just unpackaged it. Beautiful. Livery is really nice. Chevy signs on the road there in black. It says MBX Rally, Colorado. Performance number 15 on the side. It's got half headlights. So no real detailing in the front. Technically that is a side livery, but still quite nice. And then once again, nothing on the back where you get half the lights. So if you display it sideways, it looks complete. Right there's no detailing at the front or the back. Spare tire, black interior, black base. The 2016 Chevy Colorado. Beautiful, nice casting, good set of decals. All right, next we're going to do 2 vehicles. We're going to have a look at the 1990 Volkswagen Golf Country in this Bilstein livery, Falcon livery. There's the card art, it's quite nice. Spare tire again, white base, and the Jeep 4x4. Both these castings are castings I collect. Jeep has no detailing at the front or the back. It's got the side livery. Back in the day, they used to have an antenna at the back on this casting. They stopped doing that a few years ago. So let's open those 2 cars up and have a look at them. All right, let's quickly look at the Golf. Volkswagen Golf. Quite nice. Black interior, white base, grille, front's not detailed, neither is the back, but it's got some good livery on the side, I have to say. Very rally-ish. We've seen this a few times now, and I pulled out a few from my collection, so let's have a quick look at them. That's the Chase from the 60th anniversary. Okay, so the one we just saw also came in red. Couldn't tell you from what set this was, or if it's just a main line. Year of manufacture is P, week 25. 1990 Volkswagen Golf. So this one has something in the back. You can sort of see that through the reflection. It's got some goods in the back there. The non-rally version of this car has two versions. So there's a version with nothing in the back, like this one here, or there is things in the back on that one. And then there's a version of this vehicle that has nothing in the back. Every version of this vehicle that I have does have things in the back. I don't know if it has a version that has nothing in the back, as you can see. It's hard to see through the reflection, guys, but trust me, you can sort of see it. There are goods at the back of this vehicle. I'm not sure if there's a version that has an empty trunk, basically. Blue version, this is the Chase. I've seen this go for crazy dollars. I've seen it go as much as 40 to 60 US dollars. I got it for $1 on a Whatnot show, on a Lucy Whatnot show. I think it's nice. I don't think it's worth $40, but apparently it's quite rare. So this was a Chase from the 65th anniversary year, and it's quite expensive. Another main line in green this time. And then it's also in this 5-pack, and we'll have a look at it. And then this one here is the same livery as that, almost the same. It's got different years, or numbers. One is 90, one is 76, but I just pulled it out. And also I just want to show you that there's two versions of this. Subtle difference. There's stuff in the back. There's a version with nothing in the back. And as far as I know, the rally version, every single time there is stuff in the back. And then I just wanted to show you one last thing. This was one of my favorite castings. It's Golf GTI VW Golf with surfboards. And you can see this casting is so much bigger and wider than the modern versions. This one's coming up on 50 years, I think, now. And this yellow with the red is a little bit more pricey than the green one. That's fairly easy to find, but just a beautiful casting. All right, next up is the Jeep 4x4. Nice, it's a nice green. Sadly, the front and back are not detailed, but I've seen this casting many, many times, and just want to show you guys some of the versions of it that I have in my collection. So as I told you previously, there's the antenna on some of the older ones, versions of the vehicle. The newer ones certainly don't have the antenna, but I've got 6 or 7 versions of this, 9 or 10, and this would make it 11, so I'm just going to put that in there, and takes me one step closer to being whole on completing that set. So I'm happy to add that to my collection. I'm not going to spend too much time looking at these vehicles. I will just show you guys these vehicles close up, just in case you haven't seen some of them. Final car from the rally set is this 1968 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40, which is supposedly a repeat. I've seen this vehicle before, and I do have it. It is play worn, but I'm just going to open this up and do a quick comparison to see if there are any differences that are obvious. There's the card art. This one's probably the hardest one to find. And just so you guys know, these off-road rally vehicles retail at Fred Meyer with the same price as regular mainline, so about, I think it was $4 for $5, so $1.25 US each. It's quite nice, and I love this casting, so we're going to have a look at some of these as well. Alright, let's look at the one we just opened first. So no detail to the front, it's side livery only. right-hand drive. And then this is the plain version that I do have. And to the naked eye, they're definitely different colors. And I think you can see that. This one is a darker beige than that. But other than that, they look identical. Oh, you know what? Different color interior. Look at that. Black interior and a brown interior. So different there. That's significant. I'm going to have to find a better version of this at some point. Fronts look the same as do the backs, and you can see the player one version. Of course, there's some rust in the wheels, so not terrible condition, but could be better. I was very, very happy, especially now that I realize that it does have a different interior. Beautiful. Haha. And they are gonna look amazing with the rest of my Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40s. So this one is from the moving parts line. The first two are from the moving parts line. And then the others are just different versions. And the last ones there are all Hot Wheels, and this one's the treasure hunt. See the sign there for the little treasure hunt. And then while I was at Fred Meyer's, I also found this Hot Wheels version of it, which I think is gorgeous. Slightly different model, Toyota Land Cruiser FJ43. This is FJ40. I think we're gonna crack this open. I know this is a Matchbox memory video, but a nice casting, nice die cast car is a nice die cast car, and I think everyone can appreciate this. So this is about $7 US plus tax. And there are 4 other cars in this set. The three cars that you can see here were all gone. There were lots of this Land Rover Defender 90 and just one of these. So I was very, very happy to get that particular car. So I'm going to open that up as well, and we can have a look at it. So right off the top, I can tell you it's a lot heavier than the Matchbox vehicle, and that's because it's got a metal base as well. Sorry. So also made in Thailand, so there's a good chance that it's a Hot Wheels vehicle, but it was probably made in the Matchbox factory. As you can see, it's premium, so it's got the rubber wheels. It's part of the Fast and Furious line. Look at that. Look how good this casting looks when the front's done. Beautiful. I love this casting. White hood. Let's compare it to something with a white hood. Look at that. So that's the Matchbox moving parts vehicle. Very, very similar. Look at that. Wouldn't surprise me at all if it was the same factory that produced these two vehicles. Rubber tire here as well. White roof. Beautiful. Just a gorgeous vehicle. Very happy to add those to my collection, I have to say. And just to quickly show you guys all the vehicles again one last time. So those are the two we just added. And those are the Matchbox FJ40s up there. And then there's the red one from Hot Wheels that we just added. And then I think I already showed it to you guys, but I'm always excited to show these off. So that'll be it. All right, then I have two vehicles from the previous off-rally set that Matchbox did, and I want to open them because they've been around me for months and months now, and kind of sick of seeing them in their packages. So just to quickly show you guys what's in these sets, and I do have a lot of these that I've already opened. I just didn't pull them out, but I have the Mustang, and I have this Ridge Raider, which the white version is the one that I don't have for the 2024 set, but here it is, the old set in purple. So I'm going to open those two cars up and we'll have a quick look at those. I've got tons of different versions of both of these. No, I shouldn't say tons, but quite a few different versions of this Mustang 4x4 '88 Mustang. This one came as a mainline as well. Ooh. And the Sandblaster. Sorry, the Ridge Raider in purple. Alright, not going to spend too much time on either of those vehicles. Actually, I do have the mainline note, so I'm just going to have a quick comparison. I may not open it. So there's the mainline, also black interior. Let's do a side by side to see if there's any obvious differences. Both seem to be black interior, blue base. The reds look fairly close, very close. Yeah, these are identical, so I'm not going to waste my time opening the mainline. Probably put that one for sale. And this one is from 2016. All right, so let's look at the 5-pack next. In the interest of keeping this video short, this 5-pack is called MBX Retro. It's got a VW, a Honda Civic, I forget the name of this particular one, VW Golf, and an Austin minivan. Sorry, that one's called the MBX Field Car. And then there's the car dot on the side, which is the field car, and they've have the field car at the back as well. And you can see it's 2023 license, but released in 2024. So I'm going to open this 5-pack up and we will have a look at it. All right, let's start off with the VW. So let's have a look at the inside of this one. Also has stuff at the back. So every version that I have seen for this particular vehicle does have goods in the back of the trunk. It's the same vehicle. And we already saw all of those. I'm not going to spend too much time. We're just going to add that to the collection. Nice little collection, same as the Bilstein version we opened from the 4x4. Different set of wheels, but quite nice. The field car, the Matchbox field car. This has been released a few times now. We saw it in the 70th anniversary set in silver. We saw it in black in the main line quite recently. This one's a really old cast. There's a really old casting of this from when I was a kid, probably 40, 50 years ago. I'm not that old. In my late 40s now, unfortunately. That is nice casting. It's a fantasy car, but brings back good childhood memories. So I'm happy to add this to my collection. And this one's fully done, fully detailed, so looks quite good. I mean, the back's not done, but at least the front is. Okay, Honda Civic next. I've seen this a few times now. I can't remember if the original version was white or yellow. It's come in red. It came in silver as a Target exclusive. This one's really nice. The 1976 Honda CVC, manufactured in the same year as me. At least the real car was. Look at that. Look at the detail on it. It's a very, very nice vehicle. And I did have the yellow one open, so I pulled it out. So there's two different versions, but from memory, there's at least 5 versions that I have in my collection, but only could find the yellow one without digging too deep. Okay, next, the VW, what is this, 4x4, I think it's called, Beetle 4x4. Interesting livery. Another one I collect. I quite enjoy this vehicle. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like vehicles like this, and I keep collecting them and adding them to my collection. These are some of the other ones I was able to find on short notice. Interesting set there. And there was a really old casting of it, which is a little bit different, a bit wider. It's got the police sirens. This one's a rally version with sirens, which is kind of cool. Fantastic set of wheels. I like these old wheels better than the new set that they are, the new 4x4 wheels that they have. These look more rugged and definitely more badass. So that's the older casting. All right, and then finally the Austin minivan with this good googly cones livery, which I think is phenomenal. I really like this. Sadly, the sides and front are not detailed, but still one of my favorite castings. The paint job on this isn't the best, as you can see. Austin minivan 1965. And I have to say, guys, 9-packs in Canada about $25 a pop. And when I was in the US, I did visit some Target stores, and they were the Matchbox 9-packs were on sale for about $8 US, which is, you know, under $12 Canadian. So I was able to get a whole bunch of exclusives that I wanted, that I wasn't willing to pay 25 bucks for, but hesitantly paid 12 because, as you guys know, most of the other cars in those 9-packs are repeats now. So when you buy those 9-packs, you're basically buying an exclusive for a horrendous amount of money. Anyways, here are other versions of this Austin minivan from the Matchbox lineup. So these two look identical, but they're not. This one has a much darker brown than that. 2 different years. This one's the more recent of the releases. It's Junior Mint, and you can see the livery is also slightly smaller on this. And then those are just other versions from the Matchbox line. This one's quite difficult to find with the British flag on top, and this one's also from a premium line. And from what I remember, this one's quite a difficult one to find as well, as is this Disney version. So anyways, guys, that's it. I don't want to make these videos too long. I know I usually go and rattle on for about 40 minutes. We're at the 22-minute mark, and I think that should do it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I have more videos coming. Sorry, just before I leave, I just found 2 more 4x4s that I didn't show you because they were on the side of the table there. But there they are. Anyways, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube. Thank you.